What? What? If you just won't quit, then ultimately you will get to your business goals. A lot of times when you come across successful people, whether they're coaches in sports or in business, a lot of times it's easy to think that life has always been easy for them. And I want to share a quick story with you that really changed the trajectory of my life, and it happened outside of business. When I was 22, 23 years old, I was one of the top 15 players, women's basketball players in the country. And by all standards, I was supposed to be on the '88 Olympic team. I'd done everything I was supposed to do. I played on the right national teams. I'd gone to the right university, and everything was in line for me to be on that 1988 Olympic team. And when it got down to the last week before they named the team, all of a sudden the energy changed in the gym. I don't know what happened. If I'm going to be really honest with you, I don't know what happened. I was still playing well. All of a sudden I wasn't getting the minutes that I thought I should get. All of a sudden other people were playing before me, and the writing was on the wall. It was looking more and more like I was not going to make the Olympic team. And when the coach called me into her condo office the day that they were making the final cuts, it was a very, very difficult time in my life because I'd done everything I thought I needed to do to be on that team. And she looked at me and she said, "Fran, it's looking like you're not going to make the team." And I remember thinking, how is this happening? I've done everything I could have done. I've played as well as I could have played. It's not fair. And I remember both of us crying in that meeting. It was a very short meeting, maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we were both just sitting there like in disbelief. Now, what I didn't know as a 23-year-old at the time, that there are so many other different factors that go into why several people make teams and people don't make teams. But in the mind of a 23-year-old who had done everything she thought she could have done to make it happen, those didn't matter. Those factors didn't matter. I was pissed. I was bitter, and I was pissed. And at 23 years old, I decided that I was never going to play basketball again. At 23, I'd just come back from a successful career in Italy, and I was done. I was not going to play. I was mad. I didn't care. Nobody could talk me out of this decision. And when I think back on that decision, it was a decision that was certainly made out of an emotional time in my life. And if I look back on the eyes that I have now, I probably wouldn't have done what I did then, but I did it. And at some point, 6 months after I made that decision, I had to ask myself, you can be bitter or you can be better because of this. You can be bitter or you can be better. So I took that experience and I bring that experience into my business coaching practice, because I know that sometimes things are not going to go the way you want them to go. Sometimes your hair is going to blow while you're doing a video. Sometimes you're not going to get the clients that you think you deserve or the fees that you think you deserve. And you can always be bitter or you can be better. And I think everything in life gives us an opportunity to make that decision. And ultimately, sometimes we make choices, but most of the time, our choices make us.